The human body is composed of many cavities. If the body was sliced with a vertical line down the frontal, or also called the coronal plane, the body would be composed of front, also called anterior, and back, also called posterior. These two planes would contain separate cavities of the body that houses specific organs. The major cavity found in the frontal plane is known as the ventral cavity. There are two main cavities located inside this cavity. Starting from superior to inferior are as follow. The thoracic cavity, this cavity, commonly referred to as the chest, houses lungs and the heart. The thoracic cavity can be broken down further to include the pleural cavity. This cavity is the space between the two serous membranes lining the lungs, and the pericardial cavity, where the space between the two serous membranes lining the heart. The abdominal pelvic cavity is the cavity that can house many major organs such as stomach, liver, gallbladder, spleen, pancreas, small intestines, kidneys, large intestine. The abdominal cavity can be further broken down to quadrants such as the upper left and right and lower left and right, or it could be divided into 9 portions called regions. The pelvic cavity contains the reproductive organs, the urinary bladder, the pelvic colon, and the rectum. The major cavities found in the posterior plane are known as the dorsal cavity. There are two main cavities inside this cavity. Starting from superior to inferior are as follow. The cranial cavity houses the brain. The facial cavity is also located within the cranial cavity, which includes the nasal cavity, oral cavity, and the optic cavity. The vertebral cavity houses the spinal cord.